なんとかなったみてえだな。畳みかける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
At long last, allow me to show you the power of Super Saiyan 4.
Whoa. What a reveal, legends. Honestly, I find it odd that they decided that the only way they want to reveal this character is through a social media campaign like this repost campaign. I don't know if that's because post anniversary they are just kind of lowering how much effort they got to put in because they just went all in on the anniversary, or it's because it's a Vegeta character and they decided, we don't need to put that much effort into it. But that is the reveal for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. They gave us the final bit of his art. Looks pretty good. I saw some people saying, why on earth is Vegeta angled on the left like this? Is it implying that there is a counterpart to his Ultra? No, it's just when Vegeta went Super Saiyan 4, he was side-eyeing like this. By the way, I apologize for my voice. It seems I got sick. So... it seems the timeline is not the best timeline for all these things, but I'll do my best to get better. Either way, it feels like a disrespectful way to reveal Vegeta, especially given this is the second Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta we've received. The first one came out 6 years ago, quite a long time ago. So with this character's reveal, we are getting a 10-hour maintenance. 10 hours. The last time we got a maintenance this long is when they gave us the area battles, the ground battles. So that tells me that odds are we're going to be getting the supporters with this. They also tease that they're updating some of the character kits to change from denoting strike arts, blast arts, special move arts, special arts, whatever. They're just going to be changing it to pictures. So eventually Dragon Ball Legends is going to be kindergarten grade kit reading where it's just pictures for everybody. Maybe it's like Bonanza. Anytime they reference specific things, they show you a small icon. That wouldn't be bad. But Vegeta's reveal signifies the start of a GT buffing campaign. At first, it was speculation. There was some people assuming that it could be the Super Saiyan Vegeta, the very first time he goes Super Saiyan. To me, that would have been more appropriate given the campaign, because King Cold actually has a Z ability for the Android Saga, and if we follow the chronological order, that does make sense. A Super Saiyan form for Vegeta, plus it would be more fitting. But no, the pupils and the art sort of hinted more towards Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. The last time they did an Ultra to start a buffing campaign was Ultra Janemba. The thing is before Janemba dropped, the previous campaign overlapped, powering up, I believe it was movies already. So Janemba appropriately fit in. The reason why I would say Android Saga would make sense here is just because that's what we already started with. The LOE campaign had a little bit of Android Saga, so you could see the stitching, the overlap. But going from this LOE month / movies month / Android Saga straight to GT, there's little to no overlap. So the confusion here now is if they're going to start buffing GT with an Ultra, not only is this Ultra gonna have to be the best character in the game, but where are they going to go when it comes to buffing up this tag? To me, it can go one of two ways, and I'll talk about what I think is the ideal scenario. But if they end up going ranged for Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, then of the premium characters that exist now, all the power-ups that are available to me are actually quite cool. There are pretty cool options here. Super Baby 2, Super 17, Omega Shenron, Universal Spirit Bomb Goku, and the Tag 4s. All of them are pretty cool characters, and all of them with a power-up would have a strong impact on the meta. I've talked about Omega Shenron, indestructible AoE green card nullification, and his unique gauge would be pretty strong in this meta. Super Baby 2, same idea, extra damage against Saiyans, available lock-in, disruptive unique gauge. Super 17 is a terrorist, he'll always terrorize people. Universal Spirit Bomb Goku, we can all leverage additional tanks, and this guy can have permanent type neutral damage received, so he's good against the pesky Frieza and the Tag 4s. I mean, what more can I say? The Tag 4s, kit-wise, are one of the best designed characters in the entire game. I always praise them because they're one of my favorites. But the one reason I'd be excited for them getting a Zenkai Awakening is, as a tag character, odds are the Zenkai buff is going to be Green Sun Family and Green Vegeta Clan. Now, the only caveat to that is when tag switch characters get a Zenkai Awakening, their Zenkai ability is a half Zenkai buffer, when instead it's in favor of having a broader list of tags to buff. So if we take a look at, say, where is the Boo duo here? Can I find them? So for the Boo duo, their Zenkai buffer is for Blue Vegeta Clan and Blue Sun Family. You would assume for a character that has both these tags, they get the full Zenkai buffer, but I can confidently 100% tell you no. So if you are Blue Sun Family and Blue Vegeta Clan, you only get one of these. But now you get like a half Zenkai buffer to a broader spectrum of tags. Green Saiyans, Green Sun Family, Green Vegeta Clan. I mean, Green Saiyans in general, there's basically no Zenkai buffers, so I would welcome that. But going back to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, to me, the ideal case is that he's red. I already know everybody is getting their pitchforks, ready to torch my house, just saying, no, I want him to be a premium purple because I want to deal with Frieza. But I'm telling you right now, Frieza is the front runner, showing off and making everyone feel like they're being terrorized. But it's really Namek Goku pulling the strings in the shadows that makes this all so nightmare fuel. Frieza individually, kit wise, is probably number one for sure. But a big reason why Frieza is running rampant is we don't have the craziest purples right now. Now I already know you're gonna say, well, hold on, then that means he should be purple for Vegeta. But think about it this way. Namek Goku is running around dominant with strong reds right now. That should tell you how intimidating he would be. If we released a strong purple today, why would Namek Goku care? Why would Frieza be intimidated? You will always run into Frieza with Namek Goku. Namek Goku giving everyone a second life, everyone support, and that rink-a-dink lock-in means that he needs more answers to him first before we release more purples. I'm telling you, Metal Cooler was the ultimate example. That dude has 3 lives, and every match he gives us 3 opportunities to show, while Namek Goku would kick the crap out of any purple if they released them now. So to me, the ideal case is that Vegeta is red. 1, we play homage to the original Vegeta that we got here, which is cool. But number 2, because then we can go with an appropriate power-up. So, assuming he's ranged, so let's get red out of the way. We want him to be red. Now that would mean that of all the characters that exist here, how wonderful would it be if then Omega Shenron got a unique equip? This guy has great answers to Namek Goku, indestructible, so we don't have to worry about him just getting locked in and decimated. Number 2, appropriate ranged ability for the Vegeta. And number 3, his unique gauge is very good for this meta with all these disruptive effects. And number 4, he doesn't care about his AoE green that Namek Goku has, a typical move to help deal with indestructible, a drop combo AoE green. That is super awesome. if you wanted to stretch it further, perhaps that's their way of introducing a Zenkai to Super 17. If he's red, they're gonna Zenkai a red GT character. Maybe they decide they're gonna go with Super 17. So yet another power up to double whammy against Namek Goku. And then if we take a look at Vegeta Clan, red slots in perfectly for this team. There is no ranged red character on the Vegeta Clan team. Not only that, but red synergizes perfectly with Evil Vegeta and the Saiyan Saga Vegeta. It's just the ultimate puzzle piece shoe-in. It fits perfectly. So a red range type to me is the best option for this Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they decide they want to make a strike version first for GT. Okay, I'm not gonna complain. Let's say he's red again. Again, I still think red is the best typing choice for this Vegeta. So we get a red strike-oriented Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, then boom, the Tag Force Zenkai Awakening, the ultimate red-green dynamic duo. It fits perfectly, and I'm so excited for these guys getting a Zenkai Awakening. If the devs don't Zenkai the Tag Force in this celebration, I will make a rant video. This is the perfect time to Zenkai them. These guys are so awesome. I really want them to get a Zenkai Awakening. I think you could not choose a better time to do it. Don't fumble them. Don't fumble them. If I had a webcam right now, you would see, even though I'm sick, I mean business. I'm wagging my finger, legends. Don't fumble them. But they would be a very awesome Zenkai Awakening for this celebration. So a red-green overlapping synergy, and then guess what? Let's give a unique equip to Super Baby 2. Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. I love it. You can't go wrong. Even if we look at the Vegeta Clan, guess where a red strike-oriented character will fit in? Probably nowhere, because the only two characters are ranged. But hey, this is a great opportunity for them to start making a strike-oriented Vegeta Clan team, because guess what? The Monkey Boys are here too. It's perfect. Do a Dragon Ball Legends. Make the character red, whether you go ranged or whether you go strike-oriented. You can't go wrong. The GT buffing campaign can be very, very exciting. Now, here's another thing. I know people are going to hate me for saying this, but that Ultra banner could have a 1% character. Now, I need to say this. People keep saying they don't want a 1% character on their Ultra banner. You guys are misunderstanding those summon animations. You pull 10 characters already. The summon animation is just a result of what you pull. So let's say I do a multi and I pull, say, Krillin from the Ultra banner. Then the game says, okay, there was a Krillin in the 10 pulls. Let's go ahead and give him the Vegeta animation. Don't take away value from your banner just because you guys are disappointed by what an animation means. Maybe you should just acknowledge that the animation doesn't necessarily guarantee the Ultra. You know what you need in order to guarantee that? The Cell Max animation that may or may not exist. I haven't seen it yet, so until I do, it doesn't exist. But out there in the universe, some people say it does. I think there should be a 1% character in this Ultra banner. Don't deprive these banner opportunities of value. It should give more and more value. So who knows? Maybe that 1% character is going to be a nice right-hand man to Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Either way, GT has nothing. So I'm hoping that the start of this campaign gives us a lot of value for the tag. The 1% character could be the start of that. We could see a unique equip or an LF Zenkai Awakening. All I know is, regardless of where they go, everything here is exciting. I don't want to say they can't miss here, but all I'm going to say is not only is the net wide open, but the net is the size of a gigantic skyscraper, and it is just as wide as one too. They can't miss here. Every premium power-up option is exciting and can have an impact. The Ultra, we know, is super cool. The typing window is right open. They can't mess this up. The only way I see them screwing this up is if Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is blue. I don't care what anybody says. That would mean that they're willing to toss this premium unit out into the gutter so that Frieza can just kill him, and then we can start saying, okay, Frieza is really, really, really number one. That is where the mistake is. If they decide to do that and they choose no LF Zenkai Awakening, they do nothing but give Super Saiyan 4 Goku here a second unique, okay, then they're crazy. We can officially confirm not only did they decide to throw away their thinking caps, but they just don't care. They just don't care anymore. They just decide, yeah, we're going to Zenkai this green baby Vegeta. They just don't care. So hopefully Legend shows that they do care. Social media reveal for an Ultra is definitely the big sad. But you guys let me know in the comment section below what you think. I apologize for my scratchy voice. The showcases that I have for today and tomorrow I recorded before I got sick, so I'm gonna hope that my super healing factor can jump in and the virus that's in my body gets jumped like they came to the wrong hood, and then I can bounce back when Vegeta drops, because yeah, I don't like scratchy voice either. But until then, you guys take care of yourselves. Peace.